Hey everyone, welcome back to Cell. My name is Heem, that's Nick. And for this week's episode, we're actually going to do a part two kind of series. This is part one. We're going to play half of this game called Jeopardy that Nick found. It's Stem Cell Jeopardy. So, Nick, I don't know, do we want to give a quick introduction on how this game kind of works?
Yeah, if you've never seen Jeopardy before, you have five different categories with five different questions, and they're valued with usually it's money, like when it's on TV, but we're just gonna play with points because we're poor. Um, so as you can see, can you see my screen here?
Yes, yep.
Okay, perfect. I did my little box went away. So yeah. So as you can see, the first like questions for each category are worth 100. So there's going to be the easiest questions and they get increasing in difficulty as we go down. And 500 is going to be the most points. So I'm going to read the question. Heem and I might think about it. And then like one of us like, lets out like oh, or like, I got it. Like they'll have an opportunity to answer the question. If they don't, if like one of us gets it wrong, it'll go to the other person. And if we both get it wrong, we just don't get the point. So this could either be really good
Okay.
or really ugly.
So it's not like a turn by turn thing. So it's kind of like if I get it right, I keep going. Is that how it works?
Well, like, yeah, and like on the show, like you like buzz, like they have buzzers, you would like buzz in. Um,
Okay.
we don't have buzzers to per se. If we do this in the future with guests, we could do it on Zoom where like people have to mute themselves and then like raise their hand. And if either of us are monitoring, like we can like watch and be like, oh, so and so had her hand up first and she gets the first try. And then if she gets it wrong, the other two would raise their hands again and it would go like that, and we would award points that way. So
Okay.
yeah, and then if you get it right, you get to pick the next question from the next from the same category or different category of a different um like value. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
So for
I
this
love
first
Jeopardy.
one, do we just like choose a random question and then after that we
You
just
can
keep
pick the
going or
first. You can pick the first question.
I feel like I'm not gonna be too good on the harder ones. So like I'm gonna go for like
Well, we could
a
start. Yeah.
200 where did I come from?
All right. 200. Where did I come from? All right. We're starting. These stem cells are reproduced every 4 days within all of our bodies.
4 days?
Every 4 days. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna guess. Hmm. Usually there'd be like a timer, so but we're not gonna time each other. But I'm gonna guess hematopoietic stem cells or blood.
Oh, is that every 4 days?
I think so.
I thought it was
All right.
like I thought every week or so.
What's
Maybe I
your
mean
answer? All right. Let's see what it is.
yeah, you
The
you
real
buzzed
correct
in
response.
technically first, so I
Yes.
guess.
What are intestinal
Ooh.
stem cells? Okay. So
Oh,
no one got that. So it's
no
the
one got
intestinal
that.
lining. Okay.
Dang.
All
Dude, this is
right.
getting
This is gonna be hard. All right, Heem, go ahead and pick another one.
Okay. Therapy's 100, you know? Let's get the ball rolling. Let's get something
All
going.
right. This is the type of that
Bang,
new mothers make
whatever.
bank for future
Buzz,
use. All right,
buzz.
he
Okay.
buzzed.
Um, umbilical cord, uh, umbilical cord stem cells.
Okay. What are umbilical cord blood stem cells? Oh, also another
Yes.
thing in the game, if you've never seen this, is the questions are in the form of a statement and you have to answer with a question.
Oh,
So it
right.
has to
Okay.
be what are umbilical
What are
stem cells? But that's okay. We're gonna give you plus 100. We're gonna go to the next question. All right, Heem, pick another one.
Hey, I like the where did I come from? We'll do that. No, actually, let's do something else. Cloning 100.
Cloning 100. These are considered natural clones.
Buzz,
Okay.
like sex cells or gametes. Maybe. No,
Okay.
actually, no, it's probably like adipose or like somatic cells or something. What would your answer be? Because like technically,
I
you
was
got to
gonna
answer to it.
say I was gonna say somatic cells. So let's
Okay,
see. What are identical twins?
okay,
Oh,
I'm thinking on like the
we're
cellular
thinking way
level.
too. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
this is
gotta think
too
a little
deep.
bit more
Okay.
broad. Okay, all right.
All right.
Pick another one. We both still got it wrong. You're still on the
Yeah,
hot
but
seat.
I buzzed in and I got it wrong. So how about you choose? You
Okay,
choose one then.
I'm gonna go with therapies for 300. Stem cell lines may be derived from donations made by potential parents that seek out this type of treatment. I'm gonna buzz in and I'm gonna say what are bone marrow transplants? Oh, what is an IVF? What is in vitro? That makes sense because potential parents seeking. That was the big word, is
Oh,
potential. Okay, all right. This is hard. This is
it's
hard.
just,
Science is hard.
this
Okay,
is throwing us out the loop.
I'm gonna go with type of stem cell for 100.
Okay.
These stem cells are considered to have total potential. Buzz. All
Okay.
right, go, Heem. You got it.
Totipotent stem cells? Come on, it can't be. Or if it says pluripotent, I'm gonna be sad.
What are totipotent stem
Yes.
cells? There you go.
Let's go.
All right, pick another one.
Oh, did you already add my points?
Yeah,
Oh, dope. Okay,
we only
wild.
got
Let's
two
do
questions right.
wild card 200.
Wild card for 200. The number of animals Miss Finch has living at her house. So this was clearly made by a teacher. Um, so we do not know who Miss Finch is. We have not looked at these questions. If we didn't want to cheat or do anything
Plus or minus
unethical.
five, bro. That's
I
that's
know.
a big
That's
margin.
I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna buzz in. I'm gonna say 11. She
I was
probably has
gonna
a
say
Miss
I was
Finch
gonna
seems
say
like she'd have a lot of cats, maybe a couple
I'm gonna
dogs.
say
I'm gonna throw in a
17.
bird or two. You're saying
I'll throw
17.
17. 17. 32.
32. Okay, we're both gonna get 200 points
Why?
for that. Oh,
Why?
because that's just why not? Okay, fine.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna choose.
Yeah.
So we might stick away from the wild card. Okay, I'm gonna go for therapies for 200. I really want to get these. These stem cells can be collected from here on donors to help patients recover from chemotherapy or radiation therapies. It helps replace damaged blood cells. Ding. I'm in. I'm in. What
Okay.
are what is a bone marrow transplant? Or it's gonna be something of like what is like a blood transfusion?
No, you said it's here, right? So it's a location. So yeah, you're right. It's bone marrow.
What is a bone marrow transplant? Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
What is bone marrow?
Hey.
Hey, I got one. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna go with type of stem cell for 300. These stem cells have differentiated or special or have differentiated enough that they may only become additional stem cells of the original tissue. Intestinal cells can only create intestinal cells. Uh,
Buzz.
okay,
What is unipotent stem cells?
okay, that's probably what I would say. Ooh,
Dude, I was gonna say
multipotent.
multipotent. Oh my God.
Oh, you should have.
Ah. But
All right,
okay, wait, hold on. Multipotent, I thought you can I guess that makes sense.
but like
But
there are
I'm like,
multiple types of intestinal cells,
oh,
like
bro.
lining like the large and
Ah.
small intestine. They're going to be different epithelial cells, and you know, in the stomach, some might be like some secrete like acid, some secrete, in the GI, some will secrete like bile or whatever from the liver. Okay. All right. Where did I come
I'm
from for
so
100?
sad.
Let's try to get a layup. The stem cells derived thus collected from here are called umbilical cord blood stem cells. I'm digging in. I'm gonna say, what is the umbilical cord? What is the umbilical cord? Yeah, there we go.
Wow.
Nick
Umbilical
takes
cord
the
blood stem
lead.
cells are called umbilical cord.
They're from the
Wow.
umbilical cord.
They're from the umbilical cord. Wow,
You could have
man.
dinged in. Okay, I'm gonna go cloning 200. A cell other than a reproductive cell,
Dang.
sperm slash egg. Go.
Somatic cell. Right?
Nice.
Yay. Or what is a somatic cell? I'm not doing it right. My
Yeah,
bad.
you need to do it. Yeah, do it right. Come on. Okay, pick your poison.
Wild card 100.
Oh God. This is the Walking Dead season premiere date.
December 10th. I don't know.
I'm gonna go with October 17th, 2009. Oh, I said October 17th and gave a year. Dang. Okay. All right. That's a fun loop.
Dude,
I kind of
yo.
guessed there.
I was gonna say like maybe like a Friday the 13th or something would have been a good guess, but you said
Yeah.
October. Oh my God, you were so close. Wow.
Yeah. It's okay.
Honestly, I want to give you a
All
point
right.
just
Pick
for the
another one.
like, to be honest, that was so close.
Okay. We're tied.
Um,
We can probably get through all of this. No, I don't need to make
I'm
these
down.
two because they're quick. Jeopardy's a very fast game. Okay. Pick your next question, my
Uh,
friend.
yeah, let's just get that 200 out of the way. Type of stem
We're
cell
going to do type of
200.
stem cell 200. These stem cells may become any tissue or organ, but not an entire organism. Dang. What is a pluripotent stem cell? Hey.
Dude, that's big points.
Yeah, that was 200. We're getting into the hard questions now, though. Like
Yeah.
this is gonna be
All right.
rough.
No
I'm
more playing
gonna I'm
around.
gonna go with therapies for 500. Christopher Reeve hoped the use of embryonic stem cells could reverse or cure this condition. I'm gonna ding in and I'm gonna let you guess, but I'm gonna guess what is ALS.
No, that was Lou Gehrig.
Okay, but this is a scientist. He hoped to use this stem cells to
Oh,
cure this disease. I'm
shoot.
assuming this
Okay.
is a scientist.
Okay, I'm gonna guess embryonic stem cells. So I'm gonna say also something with the brain. I'm gonna say
Hmm.
um
Oh, I
what-
know what I should have guessed.
actually ah,
Come on, time's ticking.
I'm gonna say like the like oh my God. What's the one that like people who have strokes, their brain like
Like an aneurysm?
yeah, like some sort of stroke or aneurysms or like
Okay.
neurodegenerative disease for the brain. I don't know.
Before I hit the space bar, I'm gonna say that I should have changed my answer to paralysis, but I'm gonna stick with ALS
Yeah.
because I am. What is paralysis? Of course.
What made you want to guess that?
What? ALS or paralysis?
Like paralysis.
Um, it's very like I mean, everybody wants to use stem cells to like get motor function back in some part of their body that they've lost function to. And like paralysis is like huge. ALS is big, but like,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Dude, the brain thing I was thinking about was like the thing Athersys was trying to use multi-stem for.
oh yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, they were just severe stroke. Dang, shouldn't have gone with my gut. I should have changed my answer to paralysis. Okay. All right, he can pick a question. Any question.
Where did I come from? 300.
Where
Those
did
are,
I
dude,
come
I think the
from?
type of stem cell one is kind of easy, so let's kind of save that.
Yeah. These pluripotent stem cells are collected from clinics with the informed consent of the donors. They no longer need/want them. What procedure was performed?
Flurry.
Stem cell. I'm gonna buzz in. I'm gonna say, what is a bone marrow aspiration?
Okay, I'm gonna guess like yeah, you could be right because hematopoietic stem cells. I thought they're multipotent because they just make the blood lineages like, but they could be pluri. I was thinking more like sex cells. Like, what is it when you get your like balls removed?
Whoa,
Hysterectomies? No, is it a hysterectomy or no?
yeah, maybe. But I don't think that's what the question's asking. This is asking for cells that are donated. Like they're collected from, so like, yeah, I don't know.
Or okay, I don't know.
What, you don't have anything?
No.
Okay, let's see what it is. Okay, yeah,
IVF? What are you
I
talking
was,
about? So
because people can, with females can donate their eggs.
okay, so it was along the gamete line, but I just
Yeah,
did testicles for some reason.
you went the wrong
I
way.
forget eggs. I forget eggs can be removed.
Yes. Okay, that was kind of
Ah,
hard. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna finish out therapies for 400. Excuse me. Okay, these animals were considered for usage to grow and harvest human organs such as heart, liver, or kidney with the assistance of genetic manipulation.
bank or whatever. Um, what are pigs?
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
gotta
get
be right.
yeah, yeah. Yep, nice team.
Yay.
There you go. Back on the board. All right, good question.
Cloning 300. That's a hard one. It's gotta be.
This type of cloning is considered less controversial and has the potential to create life-saving drugs or organs. It's not organ on a chip.
I'm gonna go ahead and buzz in and say,
Yeah,
what is 3D printing organs?
yeah. I'm gonna say I don't have anything. What is therapeutic cloning? I don't know what that is.
Bro, what does that even mean?
That seems broad. That seems like really broad.
That's a good
Okay.
question. Literally, the answer, what is therapeutic cloning?
Mm-hmm. Just look up therapeutic cloning really fast.
Therapeutic cloning involves creating a cloned embryo for the sole purpose of producing embryonic stem cells with the same DNA as donor cells.
Hmm.
Oh, so
What?
basically you take a biopsy from somebody, induce it into like a
Is it like an iPSC?
kind of something like that. And then it says you can use these to run experiments at labs to understand like diseases and disease states.
That's pretty neat. Therapeutic cloning. Interesting. All right, Heem, we have the lead, so go ahead and pick one.
Um, where did I come from? 400.
These cells are collected from a part of a blastocyte, but not from the placenta membrane. Dude, this is hard. I'm gonna buzz
What
in and
are,
just say, what are totipotent stem cells?
yeah, I was gonna say what are pluripotent stem cells?
Okay, let's see what it is. What is the inner cell mass? So I guess that
Okay.
is talking about
It
like,
says it's asking these cells. These cells are collected from a part of the
and then it gives like a location almost.
unless inner cell mass is just like a grouping of those cells. So like
It
their
probably is.
inner cell mass cells. I don't
I'm not gonna lie,
I don't.
developmental is not my
All
strong
right,
suit to
you can
say.
go ahead.
I'm gonna do wildcard for 300. Let's see. This is the branch of armed services that Mr. I don't know how to say his last name served in. Okay, we have it's 1 and 4.
Marines.
I'm gonna go with the Navy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah! Dude, you got 300 points. Oh my
Okay, let's
God.
go back. I'm going to go for cloning for 400. This type of cloning would have the potential to create a genetic duplication of an existing organism. What is the Jurassic Park? I'm kidding. Um, this type
What
of
is
cloning would
somatic
have.
cell nuclear transfer? I remember it from one of our trivias because
Okay,
I don't know. That's the only thing I know about like cloning, to be honest. It's like somatic cell nuclear
I'm gonna.
transfer.
I want to say something about like embryo, like nuclear transfer or something. But remember, like Dolly the sheep.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, well, the answer's along the lines of mine. What is reproductive cloning? So neither of us were right, but we were. I feel like I was closer. You know what I mean? But that's a
Yeah.
good guess. I think those are two good guesses because, previous stuff we talked about, especially the way that we can now like manipulate cells and DNA, you know, cloning's hard. We haven't learned, I feel like in RGB, we don't learn too much about cloning.
Because in our GME, we've learned about really translational, like usable stuff. Cloning and all that
Right.
stuff is kind of like controversial.
It's
We've
really
learned
hard.
about stuff that's like
Bone marrow
is gonna
transplants
probably,
and
yeah,
like,
probably gonna be used more.
mhm. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's finish up
And
the wild card really fast. Ready? The year President Obama lifted the restriction on human embryonic stem cell research.
Bing 2011.
I was going to say 2013. Let's see what it is. What is 2009? Right after
No,
the year after he got in office.
why was I gonna guess that, but I changed it.
It's probably
Why
something
was
he
I
like
gonna guess?
ran. Probably like a little thing he like ran on. Okay, let's finish up this really close. Oh, Dollar the Clone Sheep lived to be this age.
Bing,
Uh,
3 years.
I was gonna say 3. I'm gonna go 4. 6.
6?
Okay, all right.
Wow.
Dolly lived to be 6. I remember that there were like a ton of like health complications with that animal. Okay, wild card's done. We've learned about Miss Finch and her 32 pets. Where Mr. Rawl served. Well, oh, October the 12th. Remember that's when um The Walking Dead premiered, and now we have 4 questions left.
Okay.
So he, why don't you pick one?
Cloning 500.
Let's get cloning out of the way. In theory, you could use this method of cloning to recreate any organism. All you would need in any viable cell that's non-reproductive in which the DNA is intact, remove the nucleus from one cell and replace it in the nucleus of an organism you want to clone.
Okay, ding. This got to be somatic
Yeah,
cell nuclear
this
transfer.
has to be. This has to be. There we go.
Yay.
Heem with the big points. The first 500 question answered. All
Boom.
right, next.
Yeah, let's get that 400 out of the way.
Okay. This stem cell is considered the least plastic, has the least potential, and is the least elastic of the 3 types of stem cell. Bang. What is a unipotent stem cell? Okay. Wow. So multipotent. Okay, but technically, aren't multipotent adult stem cells considered unipotent because they stay
Why?
on one lineage? I'm looking this up.
Okay, well, here's the thing, okay? So unipotent to me means like if there's an intestinal cell like you talked about, it can only reproduce in that very specific intestinal cell. Multipotent can do all the different kinds of intestinal cells. So like when I think of a unipotent adipose stem cell, it can only like reproduce skin over and over again, like epithelial
Like,
stuff. But if there's a
okay, so I
multipotent
just
adipose stem cell, it can become all different kinds of fat. I don't know. That's like
well, like I
that's
just
what at least
Googled
I
it. I Googled it and it's like multipotent stem cells, like hematopoietic stem cells, can develop into multiple specialized cells. Unipotent cells
yeah.
differentiate only into one cell type, like satellite cells of skeletal tissue. This is saying this stem cell is considered the least plastic, has the least potential, is the least elastic of the three types of stem cells. So I guess that I don't know if Miss Finch created this or if it was another teacher at this school, but I guess they only taught the pluripotent, totipotent, and multipotent,
Yeah.
and they didn't
You
go
know,
down unipotent.
to be honest, I feel like you should get the point because if we were creating this quiz, the answer would be unipotent
Would
based
be
on
unipotent,
how they asked this, you
right?
know? And by the way, totipotent,
Are unipotent stem cells technically stem cells since they don't branch? They just like literally evolve into one other cell, like down a line.
that's fair point, but if they're self-replicating, then they can be considered stem too. So
Okay.
the fact that they differentiate and then also self-replicate, that's like the thing that makes a cell stem rather than not. So
All right.
I'd say you get the point. That makes it neck to neck. That's interesting.
Okay.
This is what I like.
Okay.
Let's do where did I
I'm
come from
gonna.
last? That's a good
I'm.
category.
I get to pick the question, but okay, we'll do
Okay,
type of stem
fine,
cells for
fine. I
500.
was just
These
suggesting.
stem cells have been to be like embryonic stem cells, giving the ability to turn into any tissue cell organism, not just the organ slash tissue of origin. Bing. I saw your hand up, but I wasn't done reading.
Whatever,
You can't buzz
whatever.
in.
I know. Okay, go ahead. We both know. We know. We both
I
know.
know.
We know
We both do
it.
know. Okay. These are iPSCs. What are induced pluripotent stem cells? Um, so yes.
You know
I'm,
what's funny?
I'm gonna give us
We
both
act
since we both know it. Since we both know it, and it can come down to the last question. But what are we gonna say?
It's funny how like we know like the harder stuff, but in the beginning we're like, dude, what is she asking?
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
it gets like it seems like it gets like very, very broad, a little more specific, and then like very specific. And you and I
We're a
have a
little
pretty good we have a pretty good attention to detail. So we're gonna like really pick up on like the little things. And sometimes
yeah.
picking up like focusing on the little things can it's like I always say when we take like the just general biology quizzes, it's like
Hmm.
it's always good to take a step back because you gotta realize like the line where everything comes down. Okay, final question. Where did I come from? This stem cell is now a pluripotent stem cell, but only because it was induced by a scientist. Whereas I'm buzzing in,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, what is a like this is gonna say some like really specific cell, but I'm gonna go with what is like a skin cell or like what is like a dermal cell.
Okay, I'm gonna say adipose then. It's probably
Okay,
something like dermal
one
or
of them.
skin.
All right, ready? Okay,
Bro,
okay. Oh, the question is literally where did I come from? And this is just saying you know you can get so many multipotent adult stem cells across the entire body. But I guess it
it's
makes
such a
sense.
nuanced question.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was
Dang.
fun. That was fun. Him and I tied at 100, 1,800 points each. We
We're
didn't
gonna have to
perform
do
too well. Have to do it
yeah.
again. I think that we should try to do like how we find like a bunch of different quizzes. Like we should try to find like some good like just not general biology quizzes, but like some human biology quizzes and you know, like I'm sure that there's like a great thing for like entrepreneurship and like venture and business building. If like we could talk about scenarios and how like we came up with our answers.
Yeah.
But all right, well, it ends in a tie. There's
Yeah,
no
it's interesting.
what I don't like is that there's no double jeopardies and there's no like final
Oh,
question. Because remember that usually there's like
yeah.
a final question where you can like you put up money, you like bet money, but all right, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. We're gonna come back to
That was
this.
fun, dude. Thanks for
That was
finding this
fun.
quiz.
Yeah. Well, I think with this site, like there's so much that we can do with this site that I think we'd be silly not to utilize it.
And I feel like if we bring on some guests and then like we moderate, like you look at them or I look at them and then one of us clicks or it's just like, that'd be fun. That'd be really
I
fun.
totally agree. I totally agree. We're always trying to find a way to make this a little bit more interactive. Um,
Yeah.
I know that we could get some RGME like students on. I know we could. So yeah. All right. Well, that was Jeopardy. That was fun. It was hard.
It
Science is
was.
hard. We know that. But yeah. All right. You got anything else?
We do have some exciting episode coming out next week. We have a pretty cool physician coming to talk about his take on longevity and how he's implementing it in his practices. So,
Yeah.
look forward to that. And that's all for me, man.
Perfect. All right. Well, this has been another episode of Cells to Cell. Thank you for watching. We always forget to say this, but like and subscribe if you make it to the end of this video. And we appreciate your time. And yeah, I'm Nick. That's Heem, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you guys.